Hello, so I wasn't going to do a voiceover on this, but I decided I might as well to try to maybe help some people out. It was kind of hard to find tutorials. There's not too many videos out on this, and honestly, a lot of the people are just pay pigs. I'm a free-to-play player, so here's to prove that it's possible to do this without buying all your gear. Um, Shout out to Bursts MMO. His was like the only good video that I could find. Um, he had a really good explanation for the very first boss. I'm almost getting feared and died right here. Um, the first boss is the hardest one. The second one, he'll just catch you by surprise, like you'll be doing fine. And then once you get him under 50%, I don't know if he gets enraged or what, I'm not really sure. It seems like he does. He like at like 40 like 5-ish percent he does this like movement, and it seems like he gets like enraged or something. I don't know. He does like a bit of different attacks. Um One thing here, it's good advice, is if you have astral vision, whatever that's called, bound, you can actually target those evil spirits. I know it's not really hard to hit the block, but it's just kind of a nice little feature. Sometimes I could target them normally, like by tab targeting. Oh my god, I just walked walked right into that. But I don't know, sometimes it doesn't let me, so I pretty much just try to use the vision to just make it easy. Um, just take your time with these. There's no time limit, right? So like here you see me, I'm just healing myself up, getting my mana back. No reason to rush, no reason to be cocky. Just take it easy, take your time, and just get through the dungeon. I mean, you've got a whole week to do 3 runs, right? The first time I did this, it took me like an hour and a half or so, a little over an hour. And yeah, it was very difficult. So if you're struggling, don't worry, you'll be able to figure out. And actually, this run, I was gonna upload my first run that I did and just cut out all the times that I died, but I was like, I'll just record again. Maybe I'll get a good run. And this time I did it without actually dying. So it is possible once you kind of get the hang of it. Takes a little bit, but like I said, just take your time. Here I'm just killing stuff. Honestly, I could probably skip through because really the only tip here is just keep moving. Make sure you don't get feared by the terror rat or whatever it's called. That's the biggest issue in this part. Otherwise, just take your time, kill stuff. If you do have struggle, if you do struggle to target the rat, you can also use astral vision to target it as well. I don't really do these voiceovers. I don't really make videos. So if you hear me stutter or I sound like an idiot and I say and all that, I'm sorry. I'll do my best. So here I finish. Let me move my mouse. So I think health here is the best. You don't really need movement speed and you don't really need stamina. There's only a couple things to block. So the most important thing here is Burst MMO. This is where I got it from him. I understood it very well when he said this. Think of this boss in rounds, okay? Round 1, he'll do, well, you'll just see, you'll see the mechanics, but he'll do the mechanics, and then when he does the laser, the first laser, what you want to try to do is destroy 3 totems. If you don't, that's okay. It's not a big deal because the whole point of this is we're just going to heal through all the damage and try to avoid the orbs as much as we can. If you can destroy 3 totems with the first laser, that's good because he gets stunned and you have a little window of doing some free DPS. He'll do all the same mechanics again, and then he'll do his laser again, and think of the second laser as round 2. Think of each set of mechanics as round 2, or as a round, and then after the laser, it begins a new round. On the second laser, what you want to do is, I hope you can see my mouse, you want to destroy one of these pillars. Because with his laser, when you destroy the pillar with his laser on the second round, so to be on the even rounds, 2, 4, and 6, 1, 3, 5, and so on, you just want to try to destroy totems. Like I said, you want to just try to destroy at least 3. If you don't, that's fine. In the other versions of this boss, the tier 4 and under, wherever you stand, he'll teleport there. But for some reason, he doesn't always teleport to where you're standing for the laser in tier 5, at least for rounds 1, 3, 5. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like there's a certain time during the mechanic where like it locks your position, that's where he'll teleport to. I couldn't really figure it out. I was trying to figure it out and I couldn't. So on the odd rounds, 1, 3, 5, where you're just trying to destroy totems, don't worry too much about your positioning. Just try to destroy the totems if you can. The most important thing is on 2, 4, 6, and so on. You want to destroy the pillar because that'll create your safe zone. He has damage reduction, so during that phase, so don't worry about doing damage to him. And just heal yourself up, get your mana back, whatever you need to do. I'm using the, what is it, Lady Knight Kamarashia, whatever her name is. She's the one that gives you a shield based off of your mana. If you have a decent amount of health, like I think I have 27,000, you can actually survive his pillar mechanic if you mess it up with that, because it does about 30,000 damage, and that'll give you just enough health. I'll show all my skills in my build at the very, very end. But the main thing here is just pay attention to your health, don't try to over DPS, and keep yourself alive. So I'll just try to pause during it. What am I waiting on? I was waiting on my passives. So here, just DPS, he puts down 2 random totems. You can try to stand on one of the totems so you can get 3 grouped up. Ooh, I pressed the wrong button there, I remember. When he does that, so he will put down a totem, and then he's going to do this animation right there, and he's going to lock you in place. I believe you can double roll dodge out of it, but if this is basically a bow staff tutorial. If you're bow staff, you can run this frost smoke screen or whatever, and as soon as he roots you with this, you can blink out of it. And he's going to do one of 2 things. He's going to throw a fury attack at you that you'll have to parry, or it'll be the jump mechanic. If he does the jump mechanic, it'll be followed by a fury attack. If he does the fury attack, it'll be followed by the jump mechanic every time, no matter what. So here you'll see me blink out of it. On the jump, jumping is shit in this game. What you want to do is you want to, sorry, I'm terrible at rewinding this. You'll see him do an animation right there. You see, as soon as he moves his hand downwards, jump. Because in this game, I don't know why, the jumping is so off. Like, you'll jump at the right time, but it'll, like, pull you down from the ground and fuck you up. So, I kind of figured out when he does that little thing. I don't know how to rewind a little bit easier. Yeah, I don't know. Why is it so shit? Like I said, I don't do this, sorry. But watch, as soon as he does his little hand animation, you'll see me jump. And it works perfectly every time. Right now. Boom. And you're good. So it's followed by a Fury attack that I failed to parry. Because I wasn't running this back to back. He'll do his laser, try to destroy 3. If you do, he gets stunned. So now you got time to DPS. Now with the other tiers, you could kind of finesse where the totems were placed. So here it'll be Fury attack first this time. It's random. And it's always followed by the other thing. You used to be able to finesse where the totems were, but I don't know. In this one, you'll see I'll have like 40 totems out. Just kind of DPS, pay attention to your health. I think there, it's because I fucked up early. I ran out of charges for the frost smoke screen. Like, this was a really rough start because this was my first try after not playing for a couple hours. So you destroy the tower. One thing is, right about this ring right here, maybe a little bit further, but like this line is pretty much the limit. So he will teleport to where you're standing for rounds 2, 4, and 6, where you need to destroy the pillars. If you're standing like on this outer rim, you might be too far to destroy one of the pillars. Like, let's say you're standing right here, you might be too far. The laser won't reach this pillar. So that's one thing you have to be careful of, and I might do it here. That's where you can save yourself with the Lady Knight Guardian. So this is where you just get your mana back, take your time. I shouldn't have meteored there so early. Hellfire Rain, whatever you want to call it. Because he has damage reduction, so you want to wait. Here he's going to lock you in place and do the Fury or jump. Use Flash Wave and use Healing Touch to keep yourself healthy. Oh yeah, I forgot to have the lock on. I remember I fucked this up too. I didn't lock on him first before the meteor. So you're gonna blink out of it, jump, hopefully parry and not fail like I did. You'll get a rhythm down once you do it a bunch. Like I said, I logged out for a little bit and then I did this. You'll see I start to get my groove. As soon as he does the animation, you jump. And just try to avoid these big red balls as much as you can. So this is the second laser. Wait, is that the second? That was the third, wasn't it? Yeah, so I just needed to... Oh no, that was the second. So this is a great example of what I was saying earlier. I was too far. See where he's standing? This, like, I guess it's even closer than what I said. I should have went to here, but I kind of wanted to destroy some totems and I got greedy. I should have just went to here. If he's on this ring, you want to go to a closer totem. Like this totem, pillar, I should say. Because I go to the far one and it didn't work. So I had to full heal myself as quickly as possible and then pop my guardian. So you'll see I'm looking for it and I'm like, oh shit. I pressed 1 there because that's where my healing touch normally is. And the mana shield saved me. So now we're on 3, odd number. So the next laser, you'll just want to try to destroy totems if you can. It's gonna lock you in place twice, I believe, every time. So that's a good way to know when the laser is gonna come up. I know bow staff, we usually want to keep moving, so there's the lock in place. Fail the jump. Normally we want to stand in place, but you just gotta keep moving. A little less DPS, but it's whatever. Staying alive is the most important part. Yeah, he just throws a bajillion totems. I don't know how to position them. I think they're just randomly placed. So he's locked me in place twice. Now he's going to teleport to my position because it's the pillar destruction one. So you'll see he teleported to where I was. For the laser, I guess I didn't really mention this. How can I go back a little bit easier? So it doesn't show when it's closing in. You'll see there's like a movement he does with his hands. As soon as his hands kind of move inside, that's when you want to do your roll dodge. Like right there. As soon as he does, like, it looks like the Kamehameha, that's when you want to roll dodge. And it's just rinse and repeat from here. The most important thing is to keep track of which laser you're on and count when you get locked in place. So this will be 1. That's the animation, you jump. See, like, I definitely jumped there. He's gonna lock me in place. Oh no, he's gonna do laser. I'm stupid. Got stunned, so it's a little free DPS. God, that's so stupid. I'm definitely in the air. Lock me in place again. Next will be to destroy the pillar. Now you don't have to go like this close, but I just like to make sure I'm positioned properly. Now he's got damage reduction, so just get your health and your mana back up. avoid all the red balls. I don't even think I pressed jump there. Okay, important. I don't know if it's 50% health when he starts to do this mechanic, or if it's after, like, all the pillars are destroyed. I really don't know. But he'll drop this totem right here, similar to the lower tiers, and it'll have, like, a burning AoE around it. You really, really want to make sure you do not destroy this totem with the laser, or it'll blow you up. Actually, I never even blew it up in the tier 5 because in the lower tiers it would mess me up. So I just pretty much avoided doing that because of the lower tiers. I actually don't even know what happens in this one if you do destroy it, but I'm pretty sure it's a bad thing. So be careful, keep moving. He'll put that totem underneath you. So you just want to keep moving, get away from it. So when he teleports, hopefully he doesn't teleport near this totem, and just make sure the laser doesn't destroy it or it will do a big explosion. So there's the burning totem right there. It'll be red. You can see how it's like glowing red with the AoE around it. So he didn't get stunned because I didn't destroy enough totems. I think I said stun there. I don't know what I just said. I'm pretty sure I said... I might have said the wrong thing. So now you can tell it's towards the end, but I definitely get my groove. The jump mechanic is so bullshit. You just really want to try to jump as soon as he does that animation, but even then, it's kind of fucked up. At this point, I'm not worried about positioning to destroy totems. I just want to kill the guy. So there's Molgras. I skipped this part. That part is so ass. That is like the worst thing they've ever done. So for this guy, in the lower tiers, I would take movement speed and I would just run a circle around. But for some reason, he seems faster in this one. Maybe I'm slower, maybe I have different boots on or something, I don't know. I was taking stamina my first couple attempts, but it felt like I didn't actually have increased stamina. It felt bugged. It actually felt like I had less stamina than when I didn't take the stamina. So I would normally recommend the stamina here because there's a lot of parrying in this. But I don't know. I don't know if it was just me or what. Like, it just seemed like I actually had less stamina when I chose this. So I just went to health to just be safe. I think here I'm like deciding, I'm like, do I go the stamina? It seems broken. It seems messed up. The main thing with this guy, just keep moving. I really don't know his mechanics that well. Like, I'm sure on some of these Fury attacks, you can position yourself a certain way, like either behind him, to his left. I was trying to figure it out. It's a little hard. Um, it seems like, because he'll do one Fury attack where it's like towards the front, and then he'll swipe to like left or right. I thought maybe he was only swiping towards the shield side. But like there, he swipes with his weapon. Sometimes he swipes with his shield. I really don't know. So just be on your toes. Get ready to parry. It's actually not that hard to parry him. He's got a pretty easy tell when he's actually going to attack. Same with the lower tiers. You want to be careful of the falling cages. One thing that's important here, on this jump, this is when he'll send all of his clones. You pretty much want to jump like as soon as he kind of jumps in the air. So you'll see me kind of do that. I actually don't even think I get hit by this one. Like the entire run. But you basically just want to morph and run. I don't even know what hit me there. His hitboxes are horrible. They're so fake. Well, he'll send more and more to the point where it like covers the entire arena. And you just want to morph and run. That's pretty much it. Like I said, this guy's pretty simple. But under like at like 45% health, he'll like enrage, and one of his attacks will like just randomly one-shot you. And I don't really know why. He'll like do the swipe, and then he'll do like a single. Yeah, like that shouldn't have hit me. Then he'll do like a single like straight ahead hit, and that one will just blast you. It does so much fucking damage. Don't worry too much about that. That doesn't really hurt that much. That attack where he like dashes towards you if you're far away. I just stay in his face until he's under 50%, and then I start moving. Also, feel free to just like avoid his attacks completely by just running away from him. Under 50%. Because like I said, it's not a speed run. Just take your time. If your stamina's low, your health's low, or just like you don't really feel comfortable walking up, just take your time. Stay a far distance from him, let him do all his stuff, and then walk in and start pressing your abilities. You can pretty much just face tank above 50%. Here I should have been moving. There's literally cages above my head. I kept the frost smoke screen on just for... Like, look at that. You can see my character jump. Look, you can see it twitch. It just pulled me to the ground. So I lied. I did get hit by that one time. Pay attention to the cages, because they will knock you on your ass and potentially lead to you dying. I don't really know why I flash waved right there. Oh, because I wanted to use my mana regen, and in case I got hit during the mana regen, I wanted to have some health regen as well. I got hit by the cage there. That wasn't a jump. The cages will sneak you and mess you up. You can use your blink to get out of that. Like I said, it doesn't really hurt, but they look cool. That attack right there. So under 50%, he'll do that, and it does a single swipe right there, and it hurts really fucking bad. So you'll see there's a point where I kind of just avoid that attack. So my health's low here. I think I'm just gonna walk away. Go completely out of range. Just heal myself up. Take my time. I honestly... You can morph way earlier there. I'm just kind of getting a little cocky with my DPS. So here I'm just gonna stay some distance, kind of heal myself up. That, it hit me for 13k. I don't even know what it is. This is the one I'm talking about. 13k, but like, I don't know if he threw something at me or what. Like, I don't really get it. So that's where you have to be really careful under 50%. I think I was kind of like, oh shit, what the hell? When it happened. Keep your health up. Yeah, he'll start to do an extra swipe. And that, like, single lane attack, that one hurts too. Don't really know how to avoid it. You can go, like, to the side, kind of, but the hitbox is bullshit, so, like... Like, look, I blinked out of it, but I still took damage. Here, I should be flash waving. Yeah, I was a little late to it. Now I'm just gonna go completely out of range of his attacks and heal myself up. Like, I'm completely out of that square, but it still hits. Wasted my hellfire there. Just kind of go to the edge. During that, just run around the side. My devotion shield saved my life there. Flash wave the nature's blessing for the extra healing. Right now you should be morphing, but I was a little late. As soon as like the jump ends, you want to be morphing. And you want to be out of your morph there. I don't know why I was still in my morph, because you don't want to waste your stamina. Here I just waited out, because I don't want to get hit by some bullshit. This is the one that hurts really bad. Don't know how I got hit by that. Now I'm panicking. Jump and then just run around the edge. This is the perfect example right there. That's exactly what you want to do. Here I'm just waiting it out. Just gonna wait out this one because that's the one that hurts really bad. So it seems like he does. He'll do the like triple swipe. So he'll slam, swipe, swipe, and then this is the one that hurts. Slam, straightforward slam. So under 50, I would avoid the second purple. I don't know if it's the second every time. Here I'm like, oh god, 2%, please. Yeah, like there, that was the second fury. No need to rush it, it's like a Dark Souls boss. Just take your time. You'll kill him eventually, just focus on being safe. Like, how am I getting hit by that? Then you'll see, this is complete bullshit. I don't know if this is a bug or what. I don't even get a item. I got 4 loyalty coins. The first time, my first run, I got 2 items. The second run, I got 1 purple item. And the third run, I didn't get a purple item. I just got a bunch of artifacts. So here I'll show my gear. Yeah, I check because I'm like, what? I didn't get anything? So here's my gear. Actually, so you can. So my PvP build is over 5,700. You can actually queue in with one build and then swap to another build in the middle of the dungeon. The other secret dungeons, like the one where you're just killing like the boss, like the speedrun type one, that one you can't swap, I'm pretty sure. This one you can. So if one of your builds is 5,700 or even like, actually what I did is on my PvP build, I'm still using Talus Staff, but I put on my lunar bow with this bow and it put me over 5,700. So I entered in with double bow and then swapped to this build. So here's just all my runes and stuff. Pretty much just going heavy attack, healing, and health. I tried health regen. I didn't really know which one was better, health regen or max health. Both of them seem like useful in their own ways. The max health is nice to just have more health. Here's my skills for the boss. Most important thing here, this shield actually comes very in handy. I think it's on a minute cooldown. Um, Saved my life a few times. And this skill right here is really good for the extra like healing over time. Uh, you could swap out this because you're not standing still very much, and you could maybe put on like mana amp for more health and more mana. Or maybe what's the one behind? Yeah, I guess really the only one you would put on, you could put on sniper sense in place of this, mana amp in place of this. This one, I'm pretty sure it just gives you mana regen regardless, but it also gives you heavy attack and stuff when you stand still. So you could remove both of these because you're not really standing still and put on like these two. but doesn't really matter. Uh, for this guy, I stand still for the first half, so I do get the value of the attack speed. These are my boss masteries. Nothing too crazy, just mostly all into the red masteries with some cooldown speed. Skill specialization. So you got your standard strafing, Zephyr's knock. Pretty much always go those on every single build with the same um, specializations. The healing touch. I believe one of these, it heals you for a chunk afterwards, after it finishes. I forget what the other one does. Flash wave, and then this one extends the healing by 3 seconds. This one lets you, this one lets you move. This one does more damage, and this one does more damage when they are CC'd. I probably could take this off because I don't think I have anything that is like providing any kind of CC. I was using the ice bombardment, so that's where this comes in handy. But or you could use the Frost Master, Frost Mater, whatever it's called, passive, and I believe that'll also proc this because it the frost thing works on your auto attacks with your staff. So you could probably take this off and put something else on. It's honestly kind of useless for what I was doing. Yeah, bonus damage when attacking a target that's like CC'd or whatever it says. For this, obviously the focus firebomb, the one to be able to move. These three, you could mess with your skills for a little bit more DPS. I just use these because it just is comfortable to me on the slots that I have, like my skill bar, and this just keeps the burning stacks up. You could probably put on like chain lightning and some other stuff, but this is just what I like to use for this because I'm not really worried about doing a ton of damage. I just want to stay alive and just keep moving, and this is a skill that I can use while moving. Here's the AoE build that I used at the very start. Click the wrong thing. Pretty standard AoE heals or AoE skills. Here's my masteries. This right here is the most important thing. Shoots like multiple projectiles. So when you're AoE farming or killing multiple enemies, this will hit more than one. And when something dies from your burning stacks, it'll proc your Inferno Wave with this passive. Like you don't even have to use the skill, it just activates. So this one's really good for AoE farming and killing multiple mobs. All standard stuff, AoE on the decisive bombardment, AoE on lightning and this, and extra explosion range with that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I know I'm a yapper, so this went on a little bit longer than I anticipated, but hopefully this helps. Good luck. Don't get discouraged if you die a lot. I died a ton. Took me like hour and a half my very first time to clear this. This time it only took me 30 minutes, not counting the stupid swimming segment. So, yeah, thanks for watching and good luck.